Hi, this is John Solari. We're going to do a little more from the letters of Gary Gilmore from the book by Norman Mailer, The Executioner Song. Now, these letters have never been done, but this was a letter that he wrote on August 4th, not too far from now. Anyway, this is a reading, and we'll see what it's all about, and I hope you enjoy. August 4th. Hey, will you send me a picture of you? I want one real bad. Will you send me a picture of you? I want one real bad. In color. Because you have such beautiful colors. To you. I hope I see you again. I get choked up sometimes when I look at you. The last few times I've seen you, that's happened to me. I kind of lose my sense of time and place. It's like sort of going blank, and being aware only of a love with the capital L that can't adequately be put into words. I look into your eyes and I can see for at least 1,000 years. I see no evil in you or menace. I see beauty and strength and a love that doesn't have any bullshit to it. You're just you, and you're real, and you know it. That's remarkable. Fear is an ugly thing. I haven't seen anything in you it's like you passed your test in life and you know it. Like you've been up to the edge and you looked over. You're precious, Nicole. The things I write here are things that I know that are true. And they make up the reason why I love you so utterly. I love the vein in your forehead. And I love the vein in your right tit. You didn't know I loved that one, did you? You know, I can hear a radio playing in the background. And they're playing Afternoon Delight. We had a few Afternoon Delights, didn't we? I made you come that one time in the afternoon, and we were both covered with sweat. I could have held you forever then. When I thought I lost you cold that Monday night, the next day and the days that followed, I felt like a man whose flesh had been stripped. I've never felt such pain. And it just kept building. I couldn't drown it and I couldn't shake it. It just swallowed all of my hours. I once thought that I had been really through some rough times when I was chained to a bed for 2 weeks, spread eagle. Yeah. I once thought that I had really been through some rough things. That I was immune to pain. One time I was chained to a bed for 2 weeks, paralyzed. Spread eagle, hand and foot flat on my back. When they came in laughing, they'd ask me how I was doing. I would spit at them. I got punched out for it. And they shot me with that foul drug Proxylin. They made a zombie out of me for 4 months. I was virtually paralyzed. I couldn't stand up without help. When I was raised to my feet, I would wonder, what the fuck am I standing up for? And I'd sit back down. when it was driving me the worst, I went for 3 weeks without sleep. I just sat at the corner of the bed. I hallucinated to the edge of insanity. I wondered if I'd ever be the same again, if I'd ever be able to draw or paint again. I lost about 50 pounds. I just couldn't get the food to my mouth. Getting up to take a piss was a major effort. Oh, I dreaded it. It would take me about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. I couldn't get past the pants buttons. After a while, I could barely see this white discharge. It filled my eyes with some kind of white discharge that dried up real thick on the lashes, and I couldn't reach up to wipe it away, and I couldn't see through it. Every 3 days or so, they come take me out of the shower, just to sell in the shower and shave. I hated that. It was such an effort. It was such an effort. They'd hand me this electric razor and stand me in front of a mirror, and I'd just stand there. There's no way on hell I could get that razor to my face. Sometimes they talk bad to me, say, "Now, you're one of those tough guys, huh? Can't even button your pants," shit like that. I just had to look at them and take it. Sometimes I replied, "Fuck you. Your mother, you pig." They get pretty pissed, but there wasn't really much consolation to me. I never begged them and I never cried, not even when I was alone. And I was completely alone. I knew that it would pass eventually, and eventually it did. I was able to shake it. That was a bad experience. I had others unpleasant experiences of long durations. I've always shaken them off and felt stronger for it. But I never felt the kind of pain I felt when I thought I lost you. I couldn't shake that off. I only wanted you back, that's all I knew. I stayed at your house for a few nights and it was so lonely, Nicole. I was depressed. I walked those rooms and wondered where you were. When you called me that Thursday at work to tell me you were moving, I felt my heart break, really. Really, it was something I couldn't feel it, and it felt bad. Friday I looked for you, but I didn't know where to look. Your mother wouldn't tell. I felt so alone and depressed, like I was a void. And it didn't lessen any. I had lost the only real thing of value that I'd ever known. My life had lost meaning. It had become a gulf, empty and void, but for those shadows of everlasting present ghosts who had followed me so long. I don't ever want to feel that pain again. I'm so completely in love with you, Nicole. I miss you so much. When I read your 2 letters and the picture of your pretty face, the darkness rolls back, and I know that I am loved. And that's a beautiful thing. The hurt stops. We were together for only 2 months, but it was the fullest 2 months I've ever known in this life. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Just 2 months. But I believe that we have known each other for so much longer. 1,000, 2,000 years, I don't know what we were to each other before. I will know, as you will one day, when it becomes ultimately clear one day. But I feel that we were always lovers. I knew this when I saw you the first night, May 13th, at Sterling's. There are some things you know, you just know it, and it went so deep, so fast. It was a recognition, a renewal, a reunion. Me and you, Nicole, from a long time ago. I've always loved you, Angel. and let's don't ever hurt each other again.